Yeah, well, it's been 10 years in the making. That's when I wrote the first draft. And for me, I just loved action movies growing up. And I just never felt that I was being seen in them. I never saw myself there. I loved Die Hard, I loved Jackie Chan movies. And I was like, I would love to create something that centers a young South Asian girl and explores her life and her family, but has lots of fun martial arts, lots of crazy the top set pieces. And so that was the dream. I wanted to basically put myself in the film that I love. So that's sort of where it all came from.
I mean, I think I already knew I would want to do it, just having worked with Nidha and loving her work and being, on set with her. But then reading the script and finding it pretty bonkers and loving that, I thought it was really funny and its own sort of tone, which is like a Nidha Manzoor tone. And full of action and empowerment, and then essentially being this love story of two sisters. So it ticked all the boxes for me. So I was just like, get me on board. And then I was so drawn to Lena as well. She's this beautiful character, and I think reading it, I was just like really excited to see what I could bring.
I had never done any of this before. I've never done martial arts or done fighting or stunts or anything. So I came on board and really, was kind of shoved into the deep end a little bit. It was really scary, but I was so lucky to have such an incredible stunt team behind us, and that really taught us so much. And I got to learn so many cool things. And honestly, it was the most empowering thing to realize how much strength we actually have physically in our bodies, and what we're really capable of doing. And so I had the best time learning all the stunts, and I loved it so much that I still do jiu-jitsu today, because I wanted to keep doing it because I had so much fun doing it.
I think that I loved how each character is so specific. So nothing is, washed over. There's no stereotypes. It's just, everyone has a very specific want. They're all flawed in their own ways and are driven by love. So I think for that reason it feels empowering, because the characters they feel authentic. Then within this sort of wacky world. So it was a really fun shoot, and it's really like a fun watch. And I think we're able to see ourselves in these characters when we're watching it. And we can learn about ourselves more as well.
I think, I found it just incredibly cathartic to make it, just given how long it's been in the making. And I felt such a release getting to make it with these guys who just brought so much life to it. But I think it was just, as women, sometimes you're sort of bound by these rules and norms and expectations of what you're supposed to be and what you should do and what's proper. And, to make a film where you just blast all that and you see the sort of girls behaving badly, doing what they want, it just, for me, was incredibly cathartic. And every time I watch it, it sort of lifts me up, because it's sort of like, I wish I'd seen this growing up. And it's, just been such a joy to make.
Yeah, I definitely stand by the wish I saw this when I was growing up. And I think there's just so many lessons, there's so much in this that everyone can relate to something in it. And I think one of the things that really spoke to me, and one of the reasons why I love Rhea so much, is that she doesn't care what anybody else thinks. Everyone else can say she's the uncoolest person in the world, but it doesn't matter, because she thinks she's the coolest person in the world. And that is the only thing that matters. And I wish that I had that mentality growing up, because I was so concerned about other people's opinions and what was cool and what was proper and, what was the thing to do. And I want to be accepted by people at my school and all of this stuff. And she doesn't, she plays by her own rules, and she stands in what she believes in, and she believes in herself, and she recognizes that that holds the most value. And I think that that's probably the thing that resonates with me so much. And I still remind myself to think like her today, because I think she teaches me so much. So yeah, that's probably that.